Sandra and I have been married for 22 years. We come from 5 Mile Town, Northern Ireland, and we have 3 teenagers.
About 18 years ago, we went to a Rob Parsons event in Northern Ireland, and we were very impressed with the work that Care for the Family were involved in. And since then, we have become much more aware of all the aspects of Care for the Family's work.
We're really blessed to have 3 children, but sadly in early nights we had 2 children that died.
Louise was our first baby, and she lived for a short time. And then almost 2 years later, we had twins, of whom Jane was one, and sadly she died as well. And I think part of what was so difficult in that time was that we knew we had a genetic problem that was going to mean that we were going to have difficulty having children at home. So that was a lot. It was a lot to take in, a lot to cope with. We were very well supported in the early days by family and friends, but it's hard for them to understand the impact that it has for the rest of your life, really. And that was what was difficult. There comes a stage about 4 months on where they feel you should be improving and getting on with things, and you're maybe not, you're doing it but your heart's not in it. And that kind of goes on in that there's been events where it's been really tough, and sometimes you want so badly to be really in it, and just something happens on the day that just brings up something, and it just becomes hard work then.
We heard that Care for the Family provide bereavement support days, and Sandra and I decided to go along to one of these events. We found it really helpful, and we met people who had had a similar experience and a similar loss, and over the course of the day we were able to share with them and sort of mutually help each other.
I think too you realise that normal will never be the same as before. But Care for the Family talk about a new normal, and that can be achieved, and that life can be good again. And that certainly has been our experience. It takes a while, but the new normal is good. Not the same as it was before your child died, but it's good. About 10 years ago, we were asked would we become befrienders for the Bereaved Parent support. And we had training for that, and that involves mainly telephone befriending, where somebody who also has experienced the death of a baby maybe needs somebody just that they can ring for a while. It can be sometimes just one phone call, sometimes it can be for months after we've started the phone calling. The other time that we help with the bereaved parent support is at days which are organised for bereaved parents to come to.
This work is really beneficial because we see people coming in the raw pain to these events, and we've been there ourselves. We know what that's like, and through the bereavement support, they're able to share, and we're able to listen and to be that listening ear, and there's real benefit in that.
And for us, it's a real privilege to walk that journey with other people, and I think we always find that it's a very positive way to remember our girls. If anyone has suffered the death of a child, I would really encourage them to ring the helpline. It's very good at matching you with someone who has suffered a loss very like yours. And also there's lots of articles on the website which can be useful to just discover that what you're going through is normal.